Friends, today we're going to be working with lesson 5-1, extended multiplication facts. Let's go ahead and make sure that you've written that at the top of your page. Okay, I'm going to start off here with extended multiplication facts, starting off with a story problem. So you don't need to write this problem on the page, just kind of watch me for this first one, but do make sure that you've headed your paper. So I have 6 apples. Cost 40 cents each. So what's the total cost? Okay, so you might think about this as terms of we've got 6 apples, and each apple is 40 cents. So we could solve this by adding each of those up with repeated addition. You might think of this as place value blocks with tens, right? So I've got 40 here, 40 here, 6 groups of 40. And I can count each one of those up individually. I have 6 groups with 40 at each group, okay? So what I'm really doing here is 6 times 40 equals how many total? Well, I'm going to show you some ways that you can use extended multiplication facts to do this in a quick, easy way, because doing 40 plus 40 plus 40 plus 40 6 times repeated addition can be cumbersome and take a while. Okay, so I want you to remember what that 0 means. When we think about place value, we've got tens and hundreds. We actually go the opposite way when we think about a place value chart. So tens and hundreds and thousands. So we're moving this way on the place value chart. We're multiplying by 10. So each 0 represents times 10. Okay, so I can use this basic multiplication fact right here of 6 times 4, and then multiply that answer by 10, representing that 0, or 6 times 4 is 240. Okay, so that's 240 total cents. And when we think about cents, we have that word part centi, same thing as in centimeters. It's telling us a hundredth, right? So I've got 240 hundredths. So if I want to write that in terms of the whole, I need to go back to, so it's $2.40 right there, if I wanted to write that in terms of dollars. Okay, so we're going to practice this a little bit on your page. So I'm going to erase right here, and I hope you just watched and kind of thought about that as I've been going on. We're going to do some work together. So when we think about fact triangles, we're going to start off with that basic fact. So let's use the fact family of 6, 2, and 3. And go ahead and draw this fact triangle with me. Okay, so I got 6 up here, 2, and then 3. So the basic fact is 2 times 3 equals 6. Okay, so go ahead and write that down. Pause right here if you need a little bit more time with me. And then we have what's called an extended fact. It's where we use our basic facts and extend them and think about times 10. So I can just add a 0 to one of my 2 factors right there and multiply it by 10, right? Because each of those zeros is equal to 10. In fact, I'm going to draw at the top of my page here a quick little place value chart, and I encourage you to do the same thing. When you we work. So I've got, we've got King Henry doesn't usually drink chocolate milk, or our base unit, 10th, 100th, 1000th, going this way. Remember, I'm dividing by 10, and this way I am multiplying by 10. So each time I'm adding a 0 going this way, I'm multiplying by 10. So my base unit of 1 times 10, my decameter, my hectometer is 100, my kilometer, my kilometer is 1,000. So as I'm moving on this place value chart, every time I'm adding a 0, it's times 10. So thinking about that with extended facts then, I'm going to add a 0 or multiply 2 times 10 and make it 20 times 3. I'm going to use my basic fact, 2 times 3 is 6, and then multiply it by 10, adding that 0 on. So 20 times 3 is 60. You could do a different extended fact by adding a 0 to my other factor. So go ahead and do that on your own, making it another extended fact with the same fact family. Go ahead and pause right here and do that. You can unpause when you're ready. Okay, so for this one, I'm going to do 2 times 30, multiplying 3 times 10. Same thing, it's a turnaround fact in this way. It's 3 times 2 is 6, times 10 is 60, adding that 0 on. Okay, so we can actually do the same thing, thinking about multiplying 2 times 10, multiplying 3 times 10. Then I have 2 times 10s, so I'll need to times this by 100, okay? So my other extended fact here, I'm going to multiply 2 times 10, multiply 3 times 10. And I've got 2 zeros here, if you'll notice. I multiplied by 10 once, I multiplied by 10 twice. So when I take my extended, or my basic fact right here, I need to multiply by 10 and then 10 again, or otherwise known as multiplying by 100. So 3 times 2 is 6, times 110, times my other 10, or 600. Okay, so let's go ahead. I'm going to erase right here. Go ahead and pause if you need a little bit more time to jot those things down. We're going to practice a little bit more. I'm going to leave my place value, though, up here. Give myself a little bit more room on that. Okay, so let's go ahead and draw another fact family right here. Let's do 6, 7, 42. Okay, so my basic fact right there is 6 times 7 equals 42. Okay, so go ahead and pause right here and do as many extended facts as you can think of. And when you're ready, you can unpause the video and check for your understanding. Okay, so I hope that you've jotted down a couple extended facts, and this time I'll go ahead and check. So I'm going to multiply 6 times 10 for this one. I'm going to just go ahead and do an extended fact, EF for short on this. So my extended fact here is 6 times 10, or 60, because when we multiply by 10, I add a 0. 60 times 7, okay? I'm going to use my basic fact. 6 times 7 is 42, and then I have one multiple of 10, 1 times 10, so 6 times 7 is 420. Another extended fact I could have done is multiplied my 7 times 10, so I could do 6 times 70 equals 420. Okay, I could have done 6 times 10 and 7 times 10 for another extended fact. So I have 6 times 10 is 60, and 7 times 10, 70. Okay? Using my basic facts, 6 times 7 is 42. I multiplied by 10 once, by 10 twice. So my answer of 60 times 70 is 4,200. Okay? So friends, make sure that you do the exit ticket, and we will see you in class. Thanks for watching.